Just a reminder to other Asians, when the Black community says that they're going to boycott Asian businesses, that's not them being racist. They're literally just asking us to give them the respect that they rightfully deserve. There's a lot of anti-Blackness in the Asian community, and I'm sick of seeing it. We're all sick of seeing it. And the Black community knows that all Asians aren't racist. It's just that these Asian businesses need to be reminded that they literally profit off of the Black community.
Boy, y'all got them Asians hot. Y'all saw that guy that got on his platform and he was talking about, yeah, boycott Asians, we'll leave y'all community and see what y'all have. He was like, y'all won't have Chinese restaurants, you won't have the Chinese dry cleaners, you won't have the liquor stores, you won't have the Asian market, you won't have Jordan. Oh boy, he was rattling it off. But here's the thing, that might apply up north, it doesn't apply to the south because they don't know no Chinese dry cleaners in the south. If they do, they're far and few. The liquor stores, you guys don't own the monopoly on that either, not in the south, black, white, Asian, Indian, so that doesn't apply to you. The nail supplies, the nail salons, yeah, you guys have majority of that, but guess what? White people know how to do it, so do African Americans. We'll find somebody to do our damn nails. Also, they was talking about the clothes and stuff. Yeah, we shop from Temu because Temu was cheap. Yeah, you can take a 7-day cruise and you get 25 outfits for $50. Wear it one time, look fabulous, and throw that shit in the trash. We don't care. And he was talking about all the Asian market. Well, a lot of black people don't go to the Asian market anyway, you know. And talking about the Nikes again, the Nikes, your Jordans. Michael Jordan gave it to you guys to make over there in China because they were cheap labor. It wasn't because he preferred you guys. It was just cheap labor. So stop making them. Everybody got a pair any damn way. We don't care. But to come out there and to raise Cain like that, that shows that you're scared. Because a lot of you guys up north are in poor black communities. So you depend on the black community to feed you. Then he talked about, yeah, we pack up and we go to our own community. We have our own communities. Okay, fine. So guess what? Have your Chinese restaurant, your Chinese dry cleaners, your nail salons and everything in your community. Why come to the poor black people? Because you're not in the prominent white people neighborhoods. Hello. So again, we really don't care. I don't eat Chinese food like that because I'm not Chinese. You guys would go in your store, you about hurry up and buy, so I don't even buy. And I do my nails myself because over the years, you guys do a worse job and you want more money. So no, I do mine at home. And guess what? We've been doing our nails for decades. So we got a chick in the garage right now, so we're doing acrylics. So you be okay. So again, make that be a wake-up call because they're talking pure cash shit about black people and what we will lose if we stop patronizing them. We will lose a goddamn thing. So y'all be all right. So boy, bye. But let that be a lesson. You give your money to people that don't value you at all. They just want your dollar. Hurry up and buy. Hurry up and buy. So think about that next time you walk into an Asian establishment and they treat you like shit. Are you going to still give them your money, or are you going to walk away and give it to somebody else? Food for thought.
Asian businesses. In today's video, we are going to break down why this is getting very attention and how things are happening now in America. Asians, Americans, and Black Americans. Let's go.
Covering this extensively, but do you know what story they're not covering? This man's. On June 13th, 2023, Cordell Maurice Gooseby walked up to a car unprompted, pulled out a 9mm and unloaded that into the car, taking the life of 34-year-old Elena Kwan, a Korean-American woman who was pregnant with her child. The child did not survive. He also attempted to take the life of her husband, Evan. Gooseby, a convicted felon from Chicago, had been arrested several times before, but for some reason was still out on the streets. He faced 2 charges, first-degree attempted unaliving and first-degree unaliving. And in March of 2026, he was found not guilty by reason of insanity. His defense actually argued that he couldn't know what he was doing was wrong because he's just a crazy person. And somehow, some way, that actually won. So instead of going to jail, he won't be held criminally responsible, and he'll just go to a mental facility where he can get checkups every once in a while to see if they should let him back out into society. And for some reason, I don't see the media covering this story at all, nor do I see mass calls for boycotting from the Asian American community against certain businesses. I wonder why.
I worked for those Asian businesses you guys are boycotting, and I say, go do it. Not even getting into how I was fired over not being suitable for a receptionist job, even though I have community organizing underneath my belt. The person who trained me said that mixed people and light skins have a different culture altogether from darker black people. And when I said, how do you figure that? She said, well, they just act different. They act different. And I was like, no, they don't. I was like, I think I would know. I am biracial. I think I would know. And she like tried to keep it going, and I put my head down and ignored her. I also heard them complain about black customers being difficult after they had to deal with like 10 Karens in a row. Like, you guys might want to boycott.
After that child situation, him getting off guilty, me seeing that woman walk out crying, if it ain't the time to go natural now. We shouldn't be in that beauty supply store. Go natural now. Wear the fro now. Take the wig off now. Man, stop going to them faux shops. For real. Fuck the bubble tea. Real shit. We can boycott all that other shit. Target, all that other shit. We gotta boycott the other junk. If we saw that black woman crying, we gonna stand up. What's up with it? What's up with it, bro? For real. Fuck a sushi spot. We shouldn't be eating no sushi. No nothing. No nothing. No Timu, no dupes, no none of that. For real, no none of that. If we can do that same thing to Target, we can do the same thing to them, for real. For real, it happen all the time. This keeps on happening. And we gotta do something. What else do they be doing? What else they on? So we can boycott.
I couldn't wait to get home and do this video. This Cracker Jack right here, he was talking to y'all. He wasn't talking to me. You know why he wasn't talking to me? Because I shop black owned. But let me show you. My hair products, right? Black owned. You know who this is. Black owned. Rice water, rosemary water, black owned. Botanica oil, black owned. For my locks, black owned. If I wanted a dude, black owned. Okay? For my kids, black owned. Edge control, black owned. Let me come over here. Edge control, black owned. Now, if I wanted something for my body, black owned. Y'all know who she be. Black owned. Okay? We get this? Now, if I want to wash my face, black owned. Okay? If I wanted to smell good, black owned. Let me open it so y'all see. Black owned. If I wanted my house to smell good, black owned. And all of that right, black owned. Black owned. If I wanted to wipe my butt, let me turn this around, baby. And I just got a package for 2 more. Black owned. If I wanted to wash my clothes, black owned. Black owned. Vitamins, more vitamins. Black owned. Okay? Black owned. Now for my hormones and stuff. Black owned. But if I wanted to sage out my house, I can't find my other ones, but baby, black owned. Black owned. Everything in my house is black owned. I support my black peoples. He was talking to y'all. He was not talking to me. And this is what I mean. You give them an inch, they take a mile. This black owned in this in here. Black owned. Black owned. It's matter of fact, I got black owned books. Books. Black owned. Everything is black owned with me. I support my people. Matter of fact, forgot, girl. If I wanted my house, mop my floors, baby. Mop my floors. Black owned. What else did I forget? It's so much stuff in my house that's black owned. Black owned. He was talking to y'all. He was not talking to me. He could never talk to me. I don't go there. I don't go to none of them. Y'all, I don't get my nails done. And I do my kids' hair, my husband here. Black owned.
Black people really have no allies. Cyrus Carmack Belton was a 14-year-old black teenager who was murdered by Rick Chow, an Asian store owner, over a bottle of water he didn't even steal. And just recently, a jury found him not guilty of murder. This man murdered a black teenager for nothing. People keep saying, oh, Cyrus died over a bottle of water. It was never about the water. He never took it. That man, Rick Chow, wanted to murder a black teenager. And he did. And he lied about what happened too. He claimed self-defense. It was not self-defense. I watched the security camera footage, and it's so heartbreaking. Like, it just made my stomach hurt so much. Like, the minute Cyrus walked into the store, immediately Rick Chow's wife is harassing him, telling him to take his backpack off, asking him all these questions. It's so hard to watch. And then eventually, he puts the water back in the cooler, and he leaves. And then that's when Rick Chow and his son Andy chase him out of the store for 130 yards. 130 yards. That is more than the length of a football field. They chased Cyrus for more than the length of a football field, just for Rick Chow to shoot him in the back. And that shot was fatal. And like I said, he claimed self-defense. It was not self-defense. Cyrus did not do anything. As he was running, he was dropping his stuff because, of course, he was running away because he didn't want to get murdered. But it was too late. And I watched a video of his mother talking about the case, and just seeing her cry and just seeing her grieve, it was too much. It was too much. I don't get why the world views black people as these aggressive thugs who are uneducated, violent. I really don't get it. Cyrus was 14 years old. This happened 3 years ago. If he was alive, he'd be 17. Like, I don't get it. I don't get how black people simply existing is just a bother for so many people. It's not just, the white community, because other races don't even like black people. Other races, like Asians, not all Asian people obviously, but like to align with white supremacy. Rick Chow murdered him because he was black. That's it. It was never about the water. Even if he did take the water, why would you even kill him for that? It was never about the water. And I'm so tired of the way black people are treated in this world. I'm so tired. Cyrus Carmack Belton was so young. He was a baby. And he was killed, shot in the back, for no reason. He never took any water. He didn't take anything. These things happen so often, and whenever it does, it's like I just get angrier and angrier, and there's nothing that I can do about it. There's nothing that the black community can do about it. It's just, we have to just sit there and let people get away with killing black people for no reason. All I can say is rest in peace to Cyrus Carmack Belton. You deserve better.
Boycotting's not enough. Boycotting the Asian community is just not enough for me. Honestly, I feel like we need to understand what we're competing against. All right. And in order for us to really crush our competition and let them know we really don't need them for real, because we don't. And what that video told me was that they're business models. They came here and they made great business models that work in our own communities. And we haven't figured out how to do that. So I'm going to take my accounting expertise and bring it to you. So first of all, we need to understand what we're competing against. All right. Now, one person goes over to Asia, they come here, or that one person comes from Asia, they come over here, they work, save money, buy a building, open up a nail salon. They call 5 of their family members and say, hey, nail salon is up and running. You guys come over here and we're going to start working. Now, this is the one thing we're missing and we don't understand about our competitor. They're not going to pay them the same thing that we would expect here in America.
Why? Because their expectations are different. They're not coming here thinking they're going to make $17 an hour. They're actually okay with making 10. They're not rich. So their largest expense is now cut in half. Not only that, but their business model makes sense for our own Black communities, right? And I'll say for the specific communities that one man was talking about, right? He's talking about low income communities. Let's keep it a band. And the reason it works for us is because their price point is low. Why is their price point low? Because they do high volume. High volume meaning there's 5 different people, maybe 6, 7 different employees in there. They can afford to have 6, 7, 8 employees there because they're only paying them $10 an hour. They do not have to pay them the standard rate of like 17. So they can have more employees in there, right? So more employees equals more people that can get done, right? They can probably bust out about $1,500 to $2,000 a day working on maybe, I don't know, 30, 40 women in one day. That's easy work for them. And that's only one day. So high volume is what helps them. High volume, low price point, okay? Also keep in mind, largest expense is very minimum because they're using foreigners to handle their labor in their business. All right, so now let's talk about us in our Black community. I'm not sure why we have all these one-off nail salons. And what I mean by one-off, meaning you have one person in this nail salon, in this studio, that's charging about $150 per set. That doesn't work. Why would that ever work? 1, you're not helping the community. 2, you're not giving jobs. 3, yeah, you might be making $600 in a day. But how long is that gonna last? It might not be consistent, and you're doing all the work, right? Because you're just one person. So you're doing the marketing, you're doing the sales, you have to do the nails, you have to do the cleanup, the taxes, the accounting. You're doing everything because you're one person. But if you opened a business, you can spread the wealth. So hear me out. Again, disclaimer, I am not in the nail industry, so I don't know all the details, but I'm an accountant and I'm really good with numbers. So follow me here. What if we did 2 different models in a nail factory? Meaning the first model being a membership model, okay? You tell 150 women that, hey, you can get your nails and toes done twice a month for $200, right? Or maybe you say $300. I'm gonna go with $200 though for math's sake, okay? If you can get 150 women to do that,
Black Americans are boycotting Asian businesses, and this is actually started as a simple movement. This movement led by some Black Americans, the boycott movement. Black Americans are ready